This is session 2 of a full soccer session for beginner teams that focuses on identifying spaces to attack in 1v1 scenarios that builds on from the previous session. If you missed session 1, I'll leave a link in the top left. This session will be broken down into an introductory game, ball mastery warm-up, a 1v1 activity, and a small-sided game. For the setup of the session, you'll need a 25 by 35 yard area divided in half with 4 goals in each of the corners per half. As players arrive to your session, get them into pairs with one soccer ball and designate them to a side to play on. Players will decide which side they are attacking and defending, and instead of attacking and defending 1 goal, players will be attacking and defending 2 goals. The setup allows for the attacker more freedom to decide which goal has the most space for them to attack. Whatever skills you decide to teach your players last week, you can put a rule in where if a player is able to use a specific skill to beat a defender and score, the goal will be worth 3 goals instead of 1. For this activity, you really want to encourage players to dribble with their heads up and look for the side with the most space to attack, as well as the positioning of the defender. The first movements of the skill is for the defender, taking them away from the space you want to attack, with the last movement always towards the space you want to attack. The next phase of the session is a quick ball mastery warm-up with the purpose of getting as many meaningful touches on the ball as possible. This will be similar to the warm-up in the previous session, but with some slight modifications. Players will use their right foot first and only using the inside and outside of their foot to focus on moving the ball side to side. The touches should be light and fast, with players taking a small step with their standing foot for every touch that they take. After a couple of minutes, you can then swap onto the left foot and repeat the process. For the next type of touches, players will now be using their laces to push the ball forward, taking fast light touches and a quick step for every touch they have. Players will start with their right foot and take 5 laces touches. Once they have completed 5 laces touches, they'll perform a skill that they learned last week and then move the ball onto their left foot. As a coach, this is a good opportunity to go rounds and give players more help if they're struggling, or give them a new skill if they're starting to master the previous one. If you're enjoying the content, please make sure to like and subscribe so I know this is the kind of stuff you want to see, and to make sure you won't miss the next session. I also have an email list in the description where you can get drills and ideas straight to your inbox weekly. For the 1v1 activity, keep the area set up the same, however bring 1 goal to the middle of each half and place down 2 cones, one for the attackers and the other for the defenders. The defenders will start with the ball between the goals and pass the ball up to the attacker. As soon as a pass has been played, the defender can begin to press. The attacker is trying to score in either of the 2 goals for 1 point. However, if they're able to perform a specific skill or skills to beat the defender and score, they will get 3 points. If a defender is able to win the ball back and score on a larger goal, then they will get a point. Make sure to rotate the defenders and attackers after 5 minutes. For the coaching points, really focus on players keeping their head up to help them quickly identify spaces to attack. The skills and body feints they use must be combined with a quick change of speed and direction to make it harder for the defender to recover their defensive position. Remind players that they want to take smaller touches as they lead up to the defender, but after their change of speed and direction, they should be taking bigger touches to drive into the space. As a progression, you can replace the 2 goals with 2 cones to make a gate. Players must now dribble through the gate to score. For the small-sided game at the end, try and keep the team sizes from a 2v2 ranging to a 4v4. This allows players to make more decisions on and off the ball. The setup will now be the same as it was at the start of the session. It will be a regular game, however teams will be defending and attacking 2 goals instead of 1. If players are able to successfully dribble past the defender and score the goal, it will be worth 3 points instead of 1. You can decide to keep the goals or replace them with gates so players have to dribble through the gates instead. This will create more of a challenge. Like, subscribe, peace!